the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. Receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Gonna run it. It's Keene. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single time.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. And guys, this is a great time to look for an explosive play on 2nd and short. 3 wideouts to the left. He leaves it with his back. Nice move to keep running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this one.
And he will take it in. Touchdown Sooners. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's John. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Keene. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
With the catch, it's Carter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
The short hand, it's Eaton. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Try to get it to the edge. Running to Green. Makes it past the marker. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Complete to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Caught in the backfield. It's Keene. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
So now it's 2nd and long. Completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Duke. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Eaton. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Fakes to grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Houston going up tempo.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to fire on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is good. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. Past the 30. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coffee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the 1st half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Sooners. Once he got some room, it was over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Florida Atlantic. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 17.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Coffee. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finds some fresh air. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. With jet sweep pass. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Houston will be forced to punt. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This is an area of the game on offense. You've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buying some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The run from the shotgun. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Got it looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Powers through the defender. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now on second down for this offense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Well, this This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you.